Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome everybody. This is Regina again from Facebook page of Regina's Digital Circle, the Unstoppable You. We are coming live again today, Sunday night. We have got an introduction today. We'll be asking questions to each other about some of the objections that people may have regarding the business, whether to listen to their what their mind is saying or listen to what their heart is saying. There are objections that are sometimes in our control, sometimes it's beyond our control. So whatever it is, we are going to talk about that. So for those who are watching us live, thank you so much for joining us. And for those who will be watching the replay, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support, and we come live every day to bring topics and talks that we can inspire somebody who's looking for inspiration, motivation, or seeking some knowledge that we may share from what we know about the business and general about the life as well. So we have a very interesting session today. Hopefully we can make it more entertaining to you guys. So I will be asking the first question to Sunday regarding the objections. So one of the main objections that people say, because they say they are so busy, they don't have time. But you know what? When you want to have time, when you want to do something for your family, for their future, and to create a legacy, you have to take time out. Everyone has 24 hours. And in this business, we have got people doing very high-profile jobs, in very busy jobs like doctors and nurses, engineers, and they are taking time out to do this business because they want to have something that they can create as a legacy for their family. So if they can take time out and they don't say I don't have time, what is stopping you? So Sunday will share have views on this topic. Thank you, Sunday. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Regina. I really love this topic so much. And for those also watching us for the very first time, my name is Sunday. I'm the face behind Sunday Stream Live. And yeah, all objections are valid. All objection, whatever objection that you have is valid because of some reasons. But you know that could not be also the limitation that would limit you, because you can do more. If someone says, I don't have time, as Regina said, all of us have 24 hours. And the best thing is that if you ask yourself this question, how is it going to change? Is it going to have any change if it continues like this and I do not do anything about me having not enough time? Will it change in the next 5 years? Will it change in the next 10 years? If not, and then you need to look out for a solution. And in fact, the best thing is that our business is built in a way that it helps people who do not have time to create more time, to create more time. So we all do have time. It always depends on what we put as a priority, because there are moments when you have a lunch break, which is for lunch. But if there is something that really matters to you, you can be able to create that time, maybe just 10 minutes or 30 minutes within that time. If you have your lunch hour as 1 hour, some people have 30 minutes, you can create some time, because if you're able to go for work and build someone else's dream within that limited time, you can even squeeze to do extra shift or extra hour. What makes you think that it's not possible to create the time that you can be able to do something that will benefit you in the next 2 or 3 years? So think about it. And if there is no way that this time issue is going to change, and then you need to think twice and maybe look for a possibility on how you can have more time, because that more time could be more time for yourself, more time for yourself to rest, more time for yourself to have family moments that are priceless, that no money, no amount of money can be able to be placed on it. So ask yourself again and then think what you can do about it. Thank you so much, Regina.
Thank you. Yes. Everyone has time, and everyone can spare some time if you really want to. You need to, put your priorities right, and it will happen. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah. So I do have this question, Regina, that people, it's not a question, it's just an objection. When someone tells you that, because we do conversation with people every single day, connecting with people. So when someone tells you, I don't have time, what does that, I don't have money, what does actually that mean?
Yes, we all say that, oh, I don't have money. Like if something good comes up and you know that it is going to cost you money, we always say the first reaction is, oh, I don't have money. But when you really think of it, we go out, we have coffee, we have dinner all the time. We overspend in grocery shopping and everything. But that money, you give it away to someone else, right? You are building someone else's future. But when it comes to you, you always think twice because you don't want to spend. But you are spending money, your own money, somewhere else, which is not going to benefit you in any way. So if you say you don't have money, but you do all these things, then maybe you have to start thinking, if you want to really do a business like our business, it's an investment business. We have got options where you can start small, and we have got options that has got finance options as well. You can seek finance from the organizations that are affiliated with us, and then you can do the business. The thing is, money should not be an issue, although it is an important part of our life, because without money you can't buy things. But when you say you don't have money, then you are putting all the opportunities, you are not giving yourself the chance to explore and find out what this business can give you in the long run. People have come in this business and started small with a very small, we have options like packages and things like that. So you can start small and build, slowly build, because that is going to give you something in the future. But if you say that you don't have money and you are spending money elsewhere, then maybe you have to think, like what is more important. Maybe it's doing a little bit of a saving every payday, so that you can have decent amount to invest in the business. That will be another way of doing the business, instead of saying I don't have the money. I know we all say I don't have the money. Everything is so expensive these days. The cost of living is so high, but we can still do something if we really want to. So don't have that thing that you don't have money. Have it in your mind, like have some sort of a plan for tomorrow, but do it today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Regina. There is this saying in our language that money does not have mouth to talk. It doesn't talk. Even if it's there, but you say you don't have money, it will just
Yeah,
keep quiet. But if it
yeah,
is something, for example, you have a life-threatening thing, that money will come out.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
and also take it like if something that is going to really benefit your life, your family, your children, why not
Yes,
also get that money and invest in the future of the
yes,
next generation that is coming from you, starting from you and the generations that are coming from you. So
yes,
that's
that's
how
true.
it is. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Do you have any question, any objection,
Yeah.
people?
um yeah, what if I fail? Like we always say, before even attempting anything, before even doing anything, before even considering, we say, what if I fail? This is a very common thing, especially when you want to do a business. Failure is not something that is going to end everything. Failure is an experience that is going to teach you something. So what are your thoughts about that, Sunday?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Regina. I really acknowledge that objection. For anything new, the first thing that the mind will give you is, what if I fail? But the best thing is to do is to flip it the other way. What if I will succeed? How will I feel? Who will be the first person that I will tell? Where will I go? How will I spend the money that I get? Or how will I spend the time that I have with my family? or with my loved ones, or with my own self. You see, failure is always the thing of fear, that it's exaggerated when we don't have the knowledge. But the best thing is that that should not be a limitation. Instead, that should be something that that should create you to ask questions. Ask questions like, are there possibilities that people succeed? What are the things, what are the tools that are required to succeed in this business? What are the things that I am required to do? And the best thing, that we do have all the training, we do have the mentorship, we do have the coaching. You have everything that it takes for you to succeed in this business. The only variant in the middle that will just trigger that success is you, is yourself coming up with the positive mindset to succeed. Of course, whatever that you think, you become. If you think of failure, you obviously fail. But if you think about success, you flip that mind, that fear that came in yourself that you're going to fail, flip it the other way. What if I would succeed? And then you will be thinking of success, and success will surely come to you. Of course, we have everything for you to succeed. And we also do have this the support from our community, like-minded people. They say that birds of the same feather flocks together. So if you are in the middle of successful people, you also succeed too. So there is that fear is natural for everyone. Anyone, even if those people who are billionaires or great people that we admire right now, all of them have had that thought in their mind, what if I will fail? But they never let that thought to limit them, because they have great potential. Thank you so much, sis.
Yeah, that's true. Like we always think that way, that like it's a natural thing. It will come automatically. But if we have a positive mindset, we will not let that stop us. I have got another one. This probably is the icing on the cake. This point. It says, I'll start when things settle down. So you know what? In other words, you are not ready. You will do it when you are ready. And when are you going to be ready? You're never going to be ready. You've got to do it at that at that particular moment when you think of it. You should do it straight away. Otherwise, it will never happen. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I really agree. You don't have to be ready, because that ready time will never ever come. We'll be waiting. That affected me before I started this online business. I got it, and then I said, "Oh, I don't have the skills. Maybe I wanted to wait until when I have the skills. But where am I going to learn the skills if I did not start? It's just like dreaming. I'm going to ride a bicycle, and I'm going to pick this bicycle and ride at once. No, it's not like that. You have to practice and learn along the way. So you don't need to know everything before you start. In fact, you can learn everything along the way and grow. If you ask me who I was 5 years ago before I started this online business, you can never recognize me. I am unrecognizable. So many things changed when I started. I was afraid to even look at the camera. I was afraid to look at myself at the camera. I was afraid of so many things. But I started anyway, because my why was bigger than the fear, was bigger than me waiting to be ready. So I think maybe you don't need to wait, because you will get everything that you need, the confidence, the knowledge, everything you need for you to succeed. It's here. So the only person remaining is you coming in and joining and plugging in. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. That's the thing, like sometimes the biggest obstacle isn't your circumstances. It's the story you keep telling yourself about what's possible. So you may not be able to control your age, your past, other people's opinions, or how quickly things change. But you can control your decision to start. You can control your effort. You can control whether you learn, or you can control whether you keep going the way you are going. So ask yourself something today. Is this a real obstacle, or is it an excuse protecting me from being uncomfortable? So, like, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are about today's session. And if you have anything that you want to share, please do share with us. We'll really appreciate. We hope that we have inspired or, given some motivation to people, anyone who is looking for it. And we thank everyone for joining us, and for those who will be joining, watching the replay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And to all the viewers and the followers, thank you so much. We will come again tomorrow with another interesting topic. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.